everyone, and welcome to Having to Roll, and welcome to our one-on-one TTRPG series. Today we're playing our game Beneath the Sea. My name is Oliver, I'm going to be your player today, and joining me is Robin, our storyteller and dungeon master for today's game. I'm going to rattle through some announcements that I haven't got ready. I'm sure there's plenty to announce. One of the big things we need to announce is that tomorrow we are going to be guesting on another D&D actual play stream. Robin and I are both going to be players over at Roll the Damn Dice. So you go check them out tomorrow. I believe it is 7 p.m. the start streaming time. So go check us out there. You might see some very familiar bards over there, hopefully. Usual announcements. Make sure you go check out our socials. Make sure you go check out our podcast. This game will be out in podcast form, and the video will be available on YouTube, over on our YouTube channel. Am I missing anything?
Giveaway.
Oh yeah, there's also a giveaway apparently. Maybe you should just give the details to the giveaway because I don't know them.
Oh, of course. We also have our giveaway that is running on all our social media channels. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe on Twitch and then let us know not Twitch. So again. To subscribe on YouTube and then let us know your YouTube name so we can add you to the giveaway. The giveaway is to win a t-shirt of your choice from our merch store between our Bard t-shirts and our logo t-shirts.
Well done.
Oh my gosh.
Struggling through it today.
We got through it. We got to the end.
It was a late night last night doing lots of recording.
Oh my god, it was so late.
We weren't even partying. We were working. So.
We were working hard. But yeah, so I guess we'll jump straight in and play some D&D. Woo! So last we left off, our adventurer Rex had made his way through the sewer system, discovering Arloe's current lair. On his way, he was able to uncover several gruesome sketches of strange monsters, and also come face to face with a weird tentacle being coming from within the sewers itself. Now, what's your name again? Rex. Now, Rex was, I want to say Arloe. Rex and Lenara were able to come face to face with the strange wizard Arloe, and after a short combat, Arloe disappeared through the waterfall behind. As soon as Rex went after him, the waterfall disappeared as the wall turned back into an ordinary wall. We return with Lenara and Rex in the room after Arloe has just vanished.
Let me change the music to something a little bit more tense, maybe.
Sure.
Okay, so he's just disappeared through the thing. I'll see if I can go follow him cautiously.
Yes, of course. So you can head back up to the wall.
Sure.
What would you like to do?
It's
a wall. It's a normal wall that you're faced with at this point.
Okay, I'll touch the wall.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Okay. So does it look like he summoned this water and then jumped through it and then it disappeared behind him?
You can make an Arcana check. See if you can figure that out.
Arcana.
Yeah.
That is a 15 plus my Arcana, which is a 0, so a 15.
15. You can't really tell. You're looking at the wall. To your eyes, this looks like an ordinary wall. You cannot tell if this has been magically influenced or not. All you have to go on is what you saw with your own eyes.
Okay. Well, I guess he got away.
It looks that way.
What do we do now?
Well, we could head back through to that room, his office. Have a look, see if we missed anything while we were there before. Perhaps there's something there to tell us what his plan is.
Yeah, good idea. Right, I'll head back into the office.
Of course. You head back through the pathway, through the open doors, and into the office of Arloe. Within the room, you see the desk and several piles of papers and different books around the area.
Okay, so what did I figure out the first time there was...
The first time you were able to see I'll actually open up my notes as well.
Yeah.
You were able to see a couple of books, some on different beasts and monstrosities, some on plants. You also were able to find crude drawings over the walls and missing posters. Along with this, you also saw the map. The map depicted where we are now in Riverforest, and also three other towns.
Yeah,
Two of them were...
Stone, Farron, Floss, and Whitebridge.
Well done. Yeah, that's your only notes from last game, isn't it?
Yeah, only notes from the last game.
Well, in that case, yes. So you will notice then that there was a circle around Riverfrost and a circle around Whitebridge with the other two towns crossed off.
So it looks like we're heading to Whitebridge then. Do you think that's where he's heading next?
It's hard to tell. I mean, perhaps this is a path he has taken, but it's strange to know exactly why. Maybe we should have another look around just in case.
Okay, I'll have a look around.
Do a perception check with advantage as Lenara is helping you.
Okay. 10 and a 16.
16, okay.
No, hang on, I need to add my...
Oh, sorry, yeah, go for it.
Perception plus 3, which is 19.
19, okay. Right, so, looking around the room, you see again these missing posters, noticing that they all depict missing fishermen and sailors from the last two villages that have been crossed off and also from Riverfrost itself. You see various sketches, mainly of sea creatures. You find a book relating to different types of plants. And one more thing. As you look through the desk and maybe in a bit of old Rex fashion, as you start to look a little bit closer, you uncover a letter. A handwritten letter.
Oh, prop. Oh, props.
The letter reads, Dear Arloe, I see your powers growing, and I trust that one day you shall complete my work. Take control of the skies, the land, and the sea. The world shall be yours. All shall bow to you. Use my scrolls and destroy all in your path. Your uncle. Honor him.
Honor him?
Honor him.
Yeah, okay, I'll take the note.
I'm going to give you the letter so you can actually see
Okay,
it.
so see your power's growing. Okay, so it seems that Arloe is just an apprentice to control the skies, the land, and the sea. The world should be yours. Promising a lot. Have I heard the name Oranin before?
You don't even have to roll for this. Yes, you have. You will know tales of Honorim. Honorim was an archmage. Someone who caused havoc long time ago now. You know that he is gone. He was killed after trying to do something to the land. This part, you don't actually know exactly what it was he was doing. You know things were kept hush-hush at the time. But you were not aware that he had any family members or apprentices out there in the world.
Okay. Well, I don't know what to do with any of that. I don't know what to do with any of that information. So, question is, where has he gone now? Any ideas?
Well, to says about controlling the skies, the land, and the sea. Perhaps he's going to follow in his uncle's footsteps. I don't know everything about the tales of this archmage. Remember, they were frightening as a child. I know he had some sort of weird tie with dragons, but I didn't know anything else. Norwin will probably know more.
Yeah, Norwin. Right, okay. I guess we'll head out and see what Norwin's saying.
It's probably a good idea.
Okay.
Also, and she takes out a book that she's found on the ground. And she flips over to a page and turns it to you. Does this look like the plants out there?
Does it look like the plants on there?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it looks like the plants.
Looks like this is what he was using. It's a plant of hypnosis. I mean, I think we just unroot them and maybe that'll help.
Seems a bit straightforward.
It does. But if he's gone...
Is he gone?
I don't know. Looks like he likes to cause havoc and keep going. Maybe he's not quite as skilled as his uncle.
I guess. Well, maybe we should contact these other places that he's got crossed off.
Possibly, yes. Maybe... Yes, see what sort of devastation he left there in.
Cool. Let's go up and speak to matey up outside. Norwin!
Yes, of course. You can start heading out, and you can just retrace your steps the same way that you came before, leading you over to the hatch. You've already climbed down once. You know how to climb back out again. You can quite easily get back out.
Okay.
Yes. Last time you also received the necklace as well that you found with the 6 jewels in it.
Oh yeah, I totally remember that, yeah.
So that was the 6 different spells that you can use.
I'm not attuned to it yet though, so.
You've not attuned to it yet, no. But you can have a look into that. But you can have your physical.
Oh look, physical
as
thing.
well.
Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got all the gemstones on it. Cool.
So it's your 6 different gemstones. Each gemstone has a different spell. At the minute, you don't know everything about it, but once you attune to it, you will be able to use those.
Yeah, nice one.
So you can head out.
Ow.
Sorry, I stood on your boot. Oh, that's much easier.
And the map's gone.
That's gone.
Oh, this bit. Oh, crap. Can I see if the trees are still like doing the
Yes, of course. So,
craziness?
what's the marching order? Are you climbing up first?
Yeah, I'll go with this.
Cool, excellent. So what you can do is you can get up till you're almost out, and then you can actually have a little look around. Do you want to just do a perception check?
Yeah, I'll just put my head up.
But yeah, perception.
Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Plus
okay.
0.
Plus 0. So you pop your head out and you can look
Oh wait,
around.
no, plus 3. 4. 4.
4. So you get to the top, you can pop your head out and have a little look around. It takes a while for your eyes to adjust. You have been in these dark sewers for a little while, and although you started to get used to them, now coming out into the bright daylight, you feel a wee bit hazy. You look around, you can see different trees and things around you. Since you're specifically looking for the 2 large trees, looking behind you, you see what you believe are the 2 large trees, looking completely stationary with the other trees and foliage there.
Okay, do I see Norwin?
You do not see Norwin, no.
No. I don't see Norwin.
Where do you think he went?
I don't know. He was being a bit weird when we jumped down. He was like, we spent all that time getting him out, and then he went, "Oh, I'm going to go off and speak to the people in town," which means he's probably brainwashed again. If that's actually what he did, I hope not.
Well, he did say about sending word, but I don't know if. I do not know. He might have gone back to the boat, or might have gone back to town.
Well, we didn't even set up camp yet. Maybe he was still under the influence. I don't know. I guess we head back to the boat.
Sure, we can do that. So are you climbing the rest of the way out?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, I'm jumping.
Yes, sure, we can do that. Cool, you climb out. As you get out, the trees around you don't do anything. They remain stationary at their point. You could probably determine from your experience within traveling and seeing different things that they were triggered when you opened the hatch originally to go down, but now they seem completely stationary. You can head out and you can start retracing your steps back to the boat.
Okay. Do you see any sign of Norman?
Looking around, you don't see him. You don't see any sign of him at this point.
Pain in the ass. If you run off.
And you can start making your way back to the boat.
Yeah. To the boat. Choose your own adventure.
To be.
It really is a choose your own adventure.
It works, right?
Kind of.
Okay, so as you head back through the forest, again, everything is pretty much as it was before. You don't notice any of these weird plants or things around the forest itself, and you don't bump into anything. It's a little bit chilly outside in the air as you can feel it hitting your skin as you head back towards the boat. Walking towards the boat, you are granted with a familiar sight as you see Norwin standing outside the boat, He's set up a little fire, and you can see him setting up some food and just waiting for you there.
This is the worst camp ever. It's right in the open. Norwin. Now you're like, what's Norwin's voice sound like?
I cannot do this accent.
It's a Scottish accent.
It wasn't meant to be Scottish originally. That's the thing. I'm trying to figure what was it meant to be. All right, how are you doing, my boy?
Yeah, doing fine. You making dinner or something?
Ah, yeah. Well, I knew you'd be fine. You've faced way worse than trees and things, so I thought you'd be all right.
Well, we didn't actually face the trees. We went down the hole.
Yeah, into the sewers. That's just the underground sewers. Did you see anything?
Well, yeah, we saw Arloe.
Okay, come, take a seat. Let me give you some food. You must be starving. Tell me.
I mean, not really. I mean, we ate like an hour ago, but cool. We ate on the boat.
Did you?
I don't know. I'm still have eaten at some point today. Great. No, in fact, yeah, I'm starving. Yeah.
Yeah, you sit there. You sit and eat. He's basically just made a bit of a stew over the fire.
I'll fill him in completely.
Excellent.
What has happened? Also, yeah. So does he know the Oronym?
So once you've filled him in and shown him the letter and things like that, he'll take it and he'll read it for a little bit. And you see him sort of shaking his head. Yes, I know exactly who Oronym is. Oronym caused chaos and terror wherever he went. The Rangers were the ones that eventually got rid of him. But a decision was made to keep quiet what it was he was trying to do. We didn't want other people, trying to copy him.
What was he trying to do?
Oronym had this weird fantasy that he was going to control everyone by controlling the beasts. The main beasts that dominate the sky, the land, and the sea. He got the dragons first. These terrifying beasts that would do anything he commanded of them. After the dragons had destroyed towns and villages, he then went for the land as he controlled these large bullets, these fearsome creatures that were evil through and through. What finally stumped him is when he tried to control the sea. He started experimenting with how to get into the mind of these creatures under the water, how to get them to do his bidding. With the sea making up most of the area around here, he needed it. But the Rangers had friends in the sea. The merfolk were on our side. And between us, we were able to put an end to it. Listen, Rex, it was over 50 years ago. If this really is his nephew, and he really does have access to scrolls that we thought we had destroyed, it's unclear what he's going to be able to do. But it looks like he started with the sea. Perhaps he thinks he can control the one that is Uncle couldn't.
Yeah, well, I'm still... Is it just mad ramblings, or what could he possibly gain from controlling the sea?
If he controls the sea, he controls how we all travel, how we get most of our food. If he controls the sea, he controls all of us.
I guess, but controlling the skies and the land are easier, then we'll just do that. Anyway, where are these scrolls supposed to be? They're supposed to be destroyed.
To my knowledge, they were burnt, a lot of them. Everything in his keep.
Seems not.
The real information for all this, it'll be in the headquarters. We could dig it out, find out exactly how he originally got control of everything.
I guess, but it's one problem with going to headquarters. That's the mind control plants. And we do think that it is the plants, from what we saw in the study. Also, we have no idea whether he's going to come back to this study. He's got a pretty good base here, so I have no idea whether he's going to come back or not.
Well, he's not been here long. It sounds like he likes to jump around.
Have you heard anything from these towns, Murstone and Farafos?
To be honest, the last couple of weeks, I haven't received a single letter from anyone. I feel that's not true, though.
Is there no trade?
There's plenty of traders who would come into the docks, but I've been in my office the last 2 weeks. I haven't received word from any of the rangers. It's what I had to go and do. I've sent a couple of ravens off to some of the rangers that are nearby. Hopefully they can get back in touch, but if my mind was under some sort of weird spell, and so was Helena's, anything coming in to the headquarters might have not made it as far as it should have.
Well, I mean, he's crossed those two places out, so I don't know what that means. Whether that means they are under his thrall, or whether it means that they are all dead, I don't know. We need to ascertain what the end goal is.
Exactly. I think...
Because he obviously wasn't successful in controlling the sea, because he's still trying to do it. So crossing them off, I'm not entirely sure what that means.
I don't know either. I think the first thing we need to do, though, we've got all of Riverfrost there, still under this weird spell. We need to get rid of it. We need to find out how to do that. Perhaps people there will remember things they've seen. Especially those that have been out at sea and come back. They might have remembered something.
Right. Well, we need to get some way of getting rid of these flowers.
Right.
Flowers. Flower plants.
Here's a book. Have a look at it. See if you see anything that might actually help. And she'll hand it over to you. Opened up at the page. And you can... Do you want to have a read of it and have a look at it?
Yeah, sure. I'll have a skim through.
Sure.
What's there? While I sit down.
Yeah, you can sit down and you have a skim through. Skimming through it, you can determine that the plants give off a hypnotic aura that covers 20 feet within them. The closer people are to these plants, the stronger the actual effect of the aura is. The more time people spend around them, the easier it is for them to actually be influenced by it. Looking down, there's a lot of notes on how to plant them and how to create them and where to place them. Mainly suggesting doorways, windows, these sorts of things. Things that people are going to be spending a lot of time near.
Does it say how to get rid of them? Is what
As you read down, you can see that quite simply the way to get rid of them is someone who is strong-willed enough will be able to deroot them. As soon as they are unrooted? As soon as they're unrooted from the ground, they completely stop working. But you need to be able to actually physically unroot them.
Great. So, I mean, I guess we just carry on with our plan that we had before. We'll make camp on the outskirts of town, and then we'll just slowly make our way in.
Yes, that's probably a wise idea. I think there was fewer of them in the farming area. I think we make camp on the outskirts and we head in through the farming area in the morning.
Yeah, let's do that. Okay, I guess we'll get going. Can I have a short rest?
Yes, you can. So are you wanting to take a short rest? Are you wanting to camp for a bit longer? What are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't really want to camp here right on the coastline because I think that's a little bit risky.
Cool. So time of day at the minute, you're looking, it's still quite bright sunny outside. It's roughly, you'd say maybe like 1, 2 in the afternoon sort of time. So you've you can definitely find somewhere to camp. I'm not going to make you roll for it. Your Rex has been traveling for so long. Rex can definitely find a safe little area to camp.
Okay.
After you have a little look around, you're able to find a spot within the trees themselves that has a couple of large boulders and things around there that you could quite easily...
It's a nice boulder.
It is a nice boulder. You can definitely set up camp and take a rest.
Okay, short rest?
You can take a short rest, yeah.
Okay.
So you'll get all your short rest stuff back. Is there anything you're doing during this short rest?
Probably just reading through that book, probably reading the note again.
Yeah. You can certainly do that. You will take your rest, and one thing that you will notice on the note is there is a wax seal at the bottom of it. The wax seal depicts a circle with a larger crescent, that's the word I'm after. A larger sort of crescent around the side of it, stamped in.
I guess, do I recognise that as anything?
No, you don't.
No.
You don't.
You just assume that it's already...
Yeah, you could definitely make that assumption. But at the minute, you've not really seen that before.
Okay. Yeah, we'll rest up, and then once we've done that, I'll be like, right, let's spend the rest of the afternoon. We can come back here later, and we'll head into the farming district and see if we can find the first of the plants.
Exactly. Plus, farming district, they probably have some tools that we can use. Yeah, exactly. Right. Well, I feel a bit better. I feel a bit more rested. Let's, we'll head in. Should we split up when we head in? Or stick together? What do you think?
No, we need to stick together, because I feel like if one of us fails, then we need the support of the others to pull them out.
Exactly. Right. I'll follow your lead.
Okay, off I go. Right, I'll head off into the farming district.
Sure. You can head up into the farming district. You travel for a short time through the wooded area, and you come back to the main path into Riverfrost itself, a path that you've already travelled on. As you walk through this path, the trees start to get slightly more sparse as you open up into the farming district. It's more into the late afternoon now. Sun has started to set. There's still a few people out just finishing tending to their crops for the day. You can see the straw dummies out that kids are still practicing against, and looking around you recognize a few of the areas. You can see down the direction where Soraya's house is.
Well, yeah, we know that she managed to uproot one, so...
Well, she has a good head on her. That's how that told me you were here. If she's uprooted one, maybe we should ask her how she did it.
Good idea. Cool, we'll head to Soraya's house.
Cool. Yeah, sure. You can head over to Soraya's house. And as you arrived at the door, everything looks the same as before. The plant is still gone.
Got it like I said yesterday.
It's like you were here yesterday. It really is. What would you like to do?
I'd like to knock on the door.
Of course. You knock on the door and you hear a little bit of like scuffling behind the doors, and it opens and you are faced again with Soraya. Oh, hello. I didn't expect to, oh, no, right. It's good to see you.
Hey, Soraya. I don't mean to intrude on you twice in as many days, but...
It's okay.
So there's the trouble that you're worried about. I've been looking into it.
What have you found?
I'll update her on,
Yeah.
on everything. What we need to know is, and I'll look at, I'm assuming I can see the hole where the...
Yeah, of course.
We need to know how you dispatched of the plant.
As you tell her as many details as you wish to tell her, she doesn't look overly fazed by the words you're saying. You could definitely guess that your dear friend Tharaval probably shared quite a lot of his life with his wife, and she's maybe heard a hell of a lot worse at this point.
Worst spy ever. That's why he's dead.
That's why he's dead. Yes. I was going to mention before about the plants, but I didn't know if I could trust you, and I didn't know if you were under some influence. Of course. Wait just here. And she heads back in the house, and then she comes out with a couple of quite basic looking farming forks. All we do is just use these. Simply into the ground, foot on top, lever it, they come straight out. Nothing happened. It took me a lot of attempts, though. I kept going out to do it and then deciding not to do it. And then a few hours would pass and I would remember that I need to go, and it took me a little while to actually get the plant out. Okay. So keep that in mind.
Well, okay, it's fine. We'll take it. We'll take care of it. I'll grab the thing. She's got forks.
Yeah, she hands you the forks. I did notice that some of these plants look different from the others.
In what way?
Well, these ones here, around here, they're quite small. There's a couple of larger ones, though. I don't know if this if you may be best going after those ones first, perhaps that could help you. The largest one I saw was out in the dock areas. There's one near the clam. It looks rather large. I think that's probably maybe one of the main ones. And there's also one up in the Elven Quarter just before you go into the headquarters.
Well, do you think we should take out the bigger ones first or just take them all out?
It's up to you. But I wish you luck. If you need anything else, just come back here and ask.
Sure, right. Look after yourself.
I will.
Right, I'll turn around to my allies. Right, so we have, what'd you say, one in the Elven Quarter, one in the...
One in the docks near the Clam, which is the bigger pub, and one in the in the Elven Quarter, just before you go into the headquarters.
Oh, so just the two.
And those are the two large ones that she spotted. All the other ones look like the ones that you have seen. And as you've been walking around, you've seen the same sort of looking little ones everywhere. You've also seen some sort of hanging vine ones that are a bit smaller. But she's mentioning these two rather large ones to you.
Well, maybe we should test out the practicalities of it on a smaller one first.
That does seem a bit wiser. I wouldn't want to go straight after something that may actually cause us some harm.
Okay, right. Well, I'll look for the nearest small one.
Yeah, of course. So, farming area, you see them dotted about. You see one outside pretty much every main house in the area. And you also notice, if you don't want to go right up to someone's house to do it, you also notice a couple scattered just outside the main crops.
Yeah, we'll go to them and we'll start pulling them up and see if we can do it how easy it is.
Of course, sure. So you can go up. First of all, I want you to make, it's going to be strength really for doing this. So just like there's only one strength check on there and I always forget what it is. It's not acrobatics, it is... Athletics. Try an athletics check.
Oh, athletics. I don't know if I'm proficient in athletics?
If you are proficient in something else that you think that would help you with, tell me how it would help, and you can go for something else.
No, it's just gonna be strength, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe survival, but then that's less. Okay, no, it's gonna be strength, so that's a 9 in total. 9 in total.
Okay, sure. They're plants and you have a fork. As you put the fork in, you notice at first they're a little bit deeper than you may have thought. There's not really been rain here for a little while, so the ground is quite dry. And as you tug on it a bit, it starts to uproot in front of you. I would like you to actually, you can tell me where you think your party members are going to be at this point.
Right next to me.
Right next to you, okay.
Oh, in fact, actually, no, I'd probably tell Lenara to be with me and then Mushy to be
a little bit further back. Yeah, no worries. Norwin.
Norwin to be a little bit further back.
Of course. I would like you to make me a wisdom saving throw, please. Okay. And I also need one from Lenara.
Oh yeah, do I have a thing?
Yeah, I just realised you've got a thing.
So wisdom save.
Yeah, please.
That's a 13 for Rex.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll go. Oh, she's leveled up though, right?
Oh, she is leveled up. Yeah.
Let me just add her like super quick.
That's fine. I'm gonna just note that down. So you got 13. Da-da-da.
Do-do-do.
Okay, so Rex got a 13.
Level 4 warrior, right. So she is going to make a wisdom save. If I can. Whatever, no, I can't.
Oh yeah, it doesn't work on that sheet, sorry.
That's a 9 for Lenara.
A 9 for Lenara. Okay, cool. So, Rex, as you start uprooting this, you notice this sort of strange feeling coming over you. But then you snap out of it and you just pull the plant the rest of the way out. As it comes all the way out, the light in the plant will start to die out completely and the colours fade as it is a clear dead plant on the ground. Turning around, you will notice Lenara's eyes a bit more glazed over, similar to how she looked previously when you were out near the docks. She sort of shakes herself and just brings herself back around. I think this is going to be very difficult, but as long as one of the three of us is able to carry out the task, I think we should be fine. As soon as the light went out of that plant, it's like the memory that came to my head immediately vanished. It's maybe going to be difficult in the areas with more of the plants, but I think we can do it.
I guess. I mean, I guess we'll spend the rest of the evening, like, removing ones around here.
Yeah, of course you can.
And then we'll head back to camp for sleepy times.
Sure. Tell what, make a
series of wisdoms.
I know, I'm actually thinking maybe make another 2 wisdom saving throws. And and this is just for the course of the evening, basically.
Okay, so there's
It's 2 for Rex, sorry, I'm just gonna take an average.
So an 8 and an 8 for Rex.
What was that, sorry?
An 8 and an 8.
That's fine.
And then for Lenara, then there's a 7 and a 13.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just taking averages. Cool. And we're going to... I'm just going to make a couple for Norman as well.
Counting on fingers.
There ain't nothing wrong with counting on fingers, everyone. Okay. Throughout the evening, you, between the 3 of you, you're able to uproot these plants. Each one seems to be getting a little bit easier than the one before, almost as if the fewer plants in the area, the weaker this magical hold is. When you get to the final couple, you don't even feel anything as you go to pull them straight out the ground. And you've really got the knack for it at this point. It doesn't actually take too long, and you're able to completely clear the entirety of the farming area itself. As it is all completely cleared, you will notice the people that are out in the farming area looking a little bit different. Some of them quite confused, running to one another and speaking. You hear the buzz of gossip start to lift as you notice people realizing what is possibly happening. But at this point, later into the evening now, it's up to you. You can head back to your camp out of town and rest for the evening, or you can speak to people. What would you like to do?
I know we're going to head back to camp because I want to kind of see whether we fall asleep and then they all sprout back up again.
Nice, that's a really good idea. Cool. So the 3 of you, feeling a little bit tired at this point, you can head back to camp. You head back to the camp that you made up quite easily. It's dark now outside and there's a little bit of a chill in the air. You can set up a fire if you wish.
Yeah.
You set up a fire. The 3 of you can sit there and have a little bit of a relaxed feeling as you've maybe actually accomplished something there.
So in the morning we'll head to the The Elven Court? Is the Elven Court technically equidistant to the one near the clan?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll head to the Elven Court first, and then if we can take that one out, and then at least we have the Rangers headquarters back.
Exactly. I mean, in the main headquarters as well, like Norman said, for all we know, maybe other people have been trying to communicate this whole time. We get to the records, we might actually be able to figure out what this guy's even trying to do and how he plans on doing it exactly. Well, I guess we can rest here for now.
Yeah.
And Lara will kind of sit down, she'll kick her boots off, and she'll put on her fluffy slippers. She'll take out a couple of bottles, and she'll start pouring a couple of drinks, and she'll go to offer you one.
Ew. No, yeah, I'll take a drink.
You've become more trusting in your old age, Rex.
I don't know about more trusting, but I've come to accept what will be, I guess.
Well, let's rest up then.
Yeah.
So you can sit there for a little while. If you wish, you can have a look at the necklace that you got. If you want
I'll attune to my necklace.
You can attune to your necklace. And as Rex is attuning to his necklace, I think we'll go and take a break right there.
Yeah, because then I can redo my spells in the break. Spells.
Exactly.
Thank you everyone for joining us. Thank you, Robin, for the amazing game so far. We're going to take a 5-10 minute break, so stick with us and we'll be right back.
See you soon.
See you soon. Welcome back to Having to Roll. I'm going to pass you back over to our Dungeon Master and Storyteller, Robin.
Hello, everyone, and yeah, welcome back. So before the break, our adventurer was able to find out that the strange glowing plants around Riverfrost were indeed mind controlling people there. He doesn't know the exact effects of it, but knows that false memories were created. He was able to determine that in destroying the plants, they could also destroy the effect in the area. Rex, Lenara, and Norwin were able to uproot all the plants in the farming area, meaning that all the people started to remember what was actually happening. They didn't stick around too long though, as the three headed back out into the woods to camp for the evening to see if their work had all been worthwhile the next morning. So we return back to Rex, Lenara, and Norwin. You are at the camp. You have spent some time there so far. You have attuned to your necklace. And it is now up to you if you wish to go ahead, take your long rest, or if you would like to do anything beforehand.
Oh no, yeah, we'll take the long rest and get up in the morning.
Exactly. Okay, off you go. All the words. Excellent. You can successfully take a long rest and you can tick that off.
Good, we're done.
Nice. I mean, a monster comes down.
And Owlbear eats you alive.
You now have 3 points of exhaustion. You don't. So you can wake up in the morning. Rex is an early riser, isn't he?
Yeah.
Cool. So you'll rise quite early in the morning, and you can run about the same time you've been waking up so far. So the sun's just starting to come up. You're just getting that sort of glow there as it's starting to rise. Would you like to do anything? Your companions are there, maybe still sleeping away, but you can...
No, I'm gonna go meditate a little bit. Maybe pray a little bit, because that's what I do now.
Of course.
And then, I'll just get ready for the day ahead and make sure we're prepared to head into town.
As you head over and you sit, meditate, and pray for a time, you've been searching a long time for some sort of meaning, trying to maybe change who it is that you are. Spending all that time before at the temple didn't quite give you the fulfillment that you're starting to feel now, as you get the sense that you might have actually done something good, not for your own personal gain, not with any monetary award attached to it, just to help people for the sake of helping them. Included is the family of your lost friend. You can decide how you feel with that information, but that's what's kind of going through. Once you've sort of finished there and you kind of head back to the camp, by the time you head back, the other pair are up, sort of ready to go.
Go on, let's go.
Yes, let's head and see if our work was worth it.
Okay. Well, we'll head via the farming district and see if the plants are still there or if they are still uprooted and gone.
Of course. As you head over to the farming district, you make way through the woods and everything else, and you trail the same path into River Frost. So no matter what you do, you've got to go through the farming district. And as you head in, you notice that the plants are gone.
Good.
Completely gone. So before, you kind of left a little bit of a mess. You dug the plants up, but kind of left them rotting. But, you know, being in the farming district, everybody there is quite good at getting rid of things. And you notice that the people around there had cleared up all the remainders of the plants and have disposed of them. You don't quite know how. As you head through, there is a different feel in the air. Almost a feel of normality. You may even realize that before, everybody was under this sort of strange positivity as they were wandering around. Whereas now it is slightly more realistic, as you still see a few people out tending their crops, speaking to one another. You notice that a lot of people are together. Before, there was a lot of people wandering around by themselves. But you notice now a lot of people are choosing to, you know, be in small groups of people. You can head straight through, and you can head straight to the bridge for the Elven District.
Before we head through, Norwin, I think one of us needs to stay out here. I think you should be the one to stay out here. If we aren't strong enough to overpower this plant, psychic, magic, whatever it is, then we need to know there's someone on the outside that knows what's going on. We'll send word to you once we're done.
I agree with you, but not quite for the reasons that you said. I've been here this whole time. These plants have been in my head this whole time. I'm more worried about what I might do to you and to you, Lenara, if that thing takes a hold of me when I'm next to you.
We'll fight a load of trees or something. Come on, let's go.
Good luck. I'll stay around here. Once you finish it, let me know. I'll be with Soraya. And he walks off over to Soraya's house.
Was he Professor Oak or something? I don't know what. I'm going to go hang out with the widow. Right. Okay, right, we'll head in.
So you can head. You will head over to the bridge. Now, as you leave the sort of farming area, and you leave the last little bit where you had uprooted most of the plants, you can cross the large stone bridge into the Elven Quarter, or otherwise known as the capital of Riverfrost. Heading in again, you are met with a wonderful scent of rose petals, a cluster of different bright colours around the area. This is completely normal for the Elven Quarter. They have a real Fae influence here. As you look around, you will notice that some of these plants that you'd uprooted in the previous night, you'll notice the similar plants around here. And as you look for the larger of them, you will see that next to the large fountain, there is one of these plants, about 3-4 times the size of the ones you've been uprooting so far.
Right, let's cut it down.
Okay.
Does it look like we're going to be able to uproot this, or is it like in stone and everything?
No, it's still in ground. Everything here in the Elven Quarter is in sort of like soft ground.
Okay, well, let's do this then. Let's.
So, how are you both doing this together? How would you like to do it?
I don't like. Does it look like it's going to be an absolute, like, real tough situation
it's
to do
a
it?
plant. It looks
I guess,
doable.
okay. Well, we'll just do the same as we did then, I guess.
Would you like to uproot it together or one at a time?
No, let's just do it together.
Okay.
Let's just like.
So in that case, you can decide either you can roll with advantage or you can have Lenara roll with advantage. It's totally your choice.
No, I'll roll. I'll roll with advantage.
Go for it. Give me a strength check with advantage first.
It's 8. With advantage.
Okay. Sure. As you put your forks into there and you start trying to uproot it, you notice that it's a little bit tougher than the other plants. You're able to get part of it out at first before the sort of toxic scent starts filling the air and coming around you. I'd like you to make a wisdom saving throw and one for Lenara as well.
I'm rolling terribly. 9, 10, 11, 12 for me.
Okay.
Nara, it was a 19.
Okay. Lenara carries on sort of pulling away, and you see that her part of the plant is actually coming out quite well, and she keeps sort of chucking ahead. But as you're there, and as you're trying to uproot this plant, you feel a connection to it. A strange feeling that you don't want to uproot it. You don't understand why they're doing this. Seems completely pointless to you. You don't understand why you would be here doing it. You can do whatever you want with that.
Is this payback for the end of Land of Vampires, where I used the mind control spell on you?
How does it feel?
That feels like I want to save this plant. Lenara, stop. I think we should just leave it here.
Vex, no. We need to keep going. We need to get it out.
Okay, but why are we actually doing this then?
Because it's destroying everything around. It's controlling it's controlling everyone. You know what we have to do.
Yeah, but it's such a pretty flower.
Wait, Rex. And she looks at you. Who's Arloe?
Do I know Arloe?
Arloe's your friend.
Oh, yeah.
He helped you fight when you were a young boy.
Arloe. Yeah, he's not a mentor of mine.
No, Rex, no, you need to snap out of it, okay? You need to come back round. And she stops doing what she's doing, and she goes and puts her hand on your shoulder. And she's like, Rex, you know who I am, and you know why you're here, and you know who you are. Make another wisdom saving check, please, with advantage.
Disadvantage.
Advantage.
Thank God. Okay, that's a 14.
14. You rolled a 12 first, didn't you?
No, I rolled a... Oh, right, no, I rolled... Yeah, 12 last time.
So you rolled a 1, I think.
No, I rolled a 1 on the advantage there.
Cool. A memory of Arloe as your mentor and all these positive feelings around him start to fade slightly as they're replaced with your true memories, whatever they may be, but the true memories of how you came into where you are now. Seeing Lenara in front of you, you start to remember her, remembering when you first met her within the Rangers, when you first went out and did tasks with her, and you realize that she's someone you trust and you can count on as you start to snap out of it.
We need to get this plant away from here. Right, I'm going to... I'm just going to attack it.
Go for it. Roll an attack roll.
Wait, hang on. Do I actually have I don't have a blade on me, I don't think.
You should have.
No.
You don't have. Did you make sure you equipped everything that you had in your?
No, I've got a dagger. No, I'm gonna use my quarterstaff. Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'll roll an attack against it. That is a 15 to attack the plant.
Yes, a 15 hits. Roll me some damage.
That is. Oops. That is. Oh, is that right? Yeah, that's only 5 damage. But you know what? I'll smite it as well.
Go for it.
because I'm angry paladin.
Yeah, you're angry paladin. Keep going.
Oh, that was crap as well. So a grand total of 11 damage with the smite.
So this plant, which has already been slightly uprooted at one side by you and quite well uprooted at the other side by Lenara, as you take out your quarterstaff and you whack into it, a big chunk of the side of this plant is completely ripped off, drops to the ground, shrivels up, and dulls in colour. The rest of the plant remains there. Do you want to hit it again? What do you want to do?
Let's just get it uprooted and just
Cool.
I'll get it.
Yeah, you've already taken a chunk of this plant. You don't need to roll here. You can certainly, as you put the fork in, and with this sort of anger that you feel after these false memories of a false mentor were implanted into your head, you use that anger and you completely uproot this plant. And as you do so, the plant itself, the colour fades in it as it shrivels and drops down to the ground. And then you notice all around you, within the Elven Quarter, you see one at a time these plants shriveling and dropping. Some from the side of the building, some from around the fountain itself. As you notice all of them connected in some sort of way to this main plant. And just like that, the entirety of the Elven Quarter is free of these strange hypnotic plants.
Well, I guess that's that.
Yes, that was certainly worth it. What do we...
Is there any other people around? Is there any other rangers around knocking about? I assume none of them saw us do that, because they probably would have stopped us. But is there anyone we can see?
No, the Elven Quarter is a very quiet and peaceful place. Even in this time, it always has been. People will tend to always be within the actual main headquarter buildings itself. So you can head through the archway and head in if you wish.
Well, tell Lenara, why don't you go ahead and get Norwin, and I'll head into the headquarters.
Of course. I'll meet you in there.
Okay, I'll head in.
You can head in. As you head in through the archway of the Elven Quarter and you walk in, you notice that all the plants that were once inside the quarter, all the glowing plants that were once inside the quarter, shrivel up and they have all completely gone. They've dropped down to the ground. And you see a few people walking around and a bit of a worried tone within the air. In front of you, you can see the reception desk with Helena sitting there. She's there with the half-elven older woman with the messy grey bun in her hair. You see her frantically going through papers and things on her desk, taking out boxes and looking through them as you come in. What would you like to do?
Helena?
Oh, Rex.
Do you remember Arloe?
No, I do not remember Arloe, not for the reason that you think I remember him for anyway.
It's fine. I'm gonna need to see if you know of any. I'm gonna need to see all the information you have on him. This comes from Norwin, by the way.
Of course. Are you showing her the letter?
No.
Honour him, the Archmage.
Sure. I just need to see all the information you have on him.
Very well. She kind of turns around and she starts looking around again and she stops and then looks back at you. How do I know this is not some... No, I'm sorry, no. You will have to have Norwin himself tell me this. I do not trust what you're saying.
Well, that's fair enough. I understand.
You can wait over there.
Sure.
She's different than what she was before. Before she was very sweet and kind and just there to help. She seems flustered, stern, and quite suspicious. Okay. Maybe a bit more how you would expect somebody within the Rangers to behave.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn around and but I'm not gonna go wait. I'm gonna walk out.
Sure. You can walk out, and as you walk out, you can stand there for a moment. As you're standing waiting, you will see, coming across the bridge, Lunara and Norwin. As a pair of them are walking towards you. Ugh. I'm really glad that worked. Have you been in yet?
Yeah. I need you to go and look up those papers on our end, though.
Of course.
Me and Lunara will go and deal with this last one.
Of course. Tell you what, I'll head in. I'll find out what I can. It's going to be chaos in there. You're going to maybe need to give me some time. Figure out what's happening. I'll come and meet you guys over there. Where do you want me to meet you?
Don't worry about it. We've got it.
Sure. And you'll head in.
Rangers of the Frost, indeed. Right. We'll head over to the docks and we'll head to the clam, I guess.
Sure. You can cross over to the docks. Again, you're greeted with the salt air that hits your face, wandering over the pebbled streets. You can see once again all these plants around several areas. This is the most heavily sort of covered areas when it comes to these plants. But also, there's a lot of people around, a lot of people wandering around and tending to their day. As you make your way over to the clam, the large tavern which was once a great ship, you see that, of course, a few feet away from it, there is a plant very similar to the one that you saw, that you just destroyed over at the Elven Quarter, but a little bit larger. What would you like to do?
Right, I'm not going to take any chances here. I'm going to... Oh, actually, can I cast this?
Go for it.
I am... Crap, did I have it even... Oh, no, I do. So I'm going to... I'm not going to take any chances, and I'm going to say a little prayer to the Platinum Dragon, and I'm going to hit my quarterstaff on the ground, and I'm going to cast Searing Smite, so my quarterstaff sets aflame, and then I'm going to walk up to this plant and smack the hell out of it.
Go for it. It'll be an attack.
Okay.
Do you need to do anything for a Searing Smite first of all, or does
no,
it just happen?
it gives me so it's a bonus action. Deals extra d6 fire damage and causes the target to ignite in flames.
Nice, go for it.
What I should have done to the first one.
Probably. Yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, Searing Smite. So that is a 16 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so we'll do my regular damage. Oh wait, why is that D4? Should be a D4. Oh no, I guess it's a D4. So that's 5 bludgeoning. It's because it's a rolling my dagger. That's why. It's even worse. 3 bludgeoning damage, and then a D6 fire damage. It's a 4. So a total of 7 damage, and it bursts into flames.
So it bursts into flames.
Bursts into flames.
How is it on fire? Like
Yeah, mechanically it's like on fire.
Well, got it. Cool. Yeah. As you hit this, and at first not really doing too much to it at first, you maybe kind of start to snap one of the stems on the side of it. But as you ignite this in flames, you notice that it's dry plant life. It completely is engulfed within these flames as it starts to burn before you. Beneath the flames, it starts to shrivel, and noticing around, you see all the other plants within the docks slowly start to shrivel up as they're all dying off. The people around the docks, this busy dock area, at first looked concerned and frightened as you set alight this plant that some of them love deeply. You set it alight, and then slowly they all start coming to and start to understand what's happening. The plant will burn completely down to nothing in front of you as this magical aroma is completely lifted from the docks. You have now completely cleared the farming district, the elven district, and the dockyards.
Well, my work here is done.
Rex, what about the scary wizard with the weird control fetish for the world?
I mean, I guess. I mean, I've helped Riverfrost out.
Yes, that's true. But I was sort of
me, right?
hoping we'd help everyone.
Well, everyone's safe.
What should we do now then?
I guess we go speak to Norwin.
I guess so.
Yay. Right, let's head. Let's speak to Norwin.
Start heading back over, and there's a bit of chaos around you as you're heading, as people are all now starting to come together and realizing what's happening. You see a lot of people gathering in big groups and heading into places such as the clam, clearly trying to figure out what the hell has been happening this whole time. You can quite safely head back over and head to the Elven Quarter, making your way into the headquarters of the Rangers of the Frost. As you head inside, everybody seems to be out and working. The place is starting to look a little bit more like how you remembered it. Last time you visited, the place only had one person sitting there behind a reception desk and everything being very laxed. Now as you walk in, there are many people out working, moving things, trying to figure out what's actually happening and going through what looks like piles of undelivered scrolls. What would you like to do?
I'm going to go straight and see if I can find Norwin, I guess.
Of course, yeah. You know where his office is, and you can head straight through. Helena will sort of look at you as you go past, but then just sort of nod and go back to what she's doing.
I'm just going to keep walking.
Yourself and Lunara can head through to the office and open up the door. As you head in, Norwin is there, and you see him with several piles of paper there as he looks up at you. Oh, well, you're here anyway, so I take it you managed it.
Yeah, we got it done.
Nice. Well done. It's, turns out that whatever he was doing, he was stopping everything from getting to us. And he takes out these letters that he's opened and he slams them down onto the table in front of you. Bastard. He stopped all communication coming through from the other villages around here.
Yeah.
They called for help. They needed us. And they could do nothing.
Well, looks like you've got a backlog of work, no one.
This is going to take a long time. But I did manage to dig out a load of stuff for you. This is everything we've got on Ornum. And he hands you over a file. Everything's in there. Everything you're going to need.
Everything I'm going to need.
Rex.
I'm not a ranger.
I know you're not a ranger. And I do not expect you to join. Because you've turned us down already. I'm going to ask you. We need to put an end to this man. We are going to do everything we can. We need someone like you. Someone who has travelled these lands, who's experienced it, and someone who has some stakes in it.
I don't know if I have any stakes in it, but I've got nothing else to do.
Look. He's hit these fishing towns. All these missing people. They might still be alive out there somewhere.
Well, where do you want me to start?
What I can see is that there's 3 places. For following the path of Honorum, he went to the dragons. Dragons are not easy. They're not easy to reason with.
Depends on the dragon, I think.
You could go to the dragons. They're Buthets. I would stay clear of them, to be honest. But if you want to go chance your luck...
Who are they?
They're large, evil monstrosity. Almost bullet-like in shape. They go down underground and they will come out and engulf everything in their path.
What do they have to do with them?
Well, that is how Honorum got a hold of the lands. It's what he used to control different villages and different lands. These large beasts would go below the village and just erupt at his choosing. No one was safe. And the last one, you could go speak to the merfolk. They have good favour with the Rangers of the Frost. I know you're not a ranger, but we've not seen them in quite a long time. But we know where they are. They're on an island just off from here. They might be able to help.
I guess that makes sense. I'd go speak to them first. I mean, if I was Arloe, it didn't seem like he had completed his mission of taking over the seas, and that's what he seemed to be most focused on.
Exactly my thoughts. I reckon he's hoping to get control of that first.
Also, I don't really want to go speak to dragons, so...
But yeah, it's not exactly my kind of thing either. I mean, dragons are great if they're on your side, but if they're not, then, you know... Well, they're dragons, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They are the one.
But look, I know you're not a member of the Rangers, but I want you to take this anyway. And he passes you over a coin, the coin with pretty much the same coin that you took off of Tharfell. You show that to them, they'll know you're a friend.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I'm going to focus on getting everything sorted out here. You might need some help if you're heading over there, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not a very good swimmer.
Why don't you get yourself some help sorted, and let me know what your plans are.
Sure.
I don't think you should head out there today, though. Place is getting a bit chaotic, but people around might remember things. Maybe people can help you a little bit.
Sure.
We have my boat as well. We kind of left it a bit, but we can still take that. But he's right. I think we should probably maybe get some help if we're heading out that way.
Who do you want to speak to?
Well, why don't we head over to the clam? See what's going on in the area. It's your specialty, isn't it? Listening into what people are saying.
Used to be.
Well, maybe we should go have a drink, listen in, see if anybody remembers anything. Perhaps someone had something before all this started.
Maybe. Go on then. Is it not like super early in the morning?
Yeah, it's about lunchtime.
Okay, lunchtime.
Yeah, because you got up and, well, in that time you've kind of defeated a couple of big plants and everything. I know it was early in the morning you got around, but you're talking around about lunchtime now. So you can head over.
Let's head over to the clam.
Cool.
The clam.
The clam.
The clam.
You can head over to the clam, and as you make your way there, you can go past everyone in the street. There's a lot of hustle and bustle out on the street. Lots of people sort of walking around, speaking to one another. The noise level is a lot higher than it was before. Although it was busy before, there wasn't a lot of communication. And yes, as you wander around, you see people realizing what's actually happened and, you know, reconnecting with one another, finding their friends, finding their family, and actually, you know, talking about what's happened. You open up the doors to the clam, and as you go in, the place is heaving. It's lunchtime, but everyone is there. There's drinks flowing, there's food getting passed out. People are, although looking a little bit disorientated, generally rather happy. As you walk in, do you walk in? Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I'll walk in.
Sorry.
No, let's go somewhere else.
As you Aragorn your way in.
Fall over.
Head into the clam, and a slight silence falls as you hear a bit of a familiar voice from the back. That's him there. That's the one who did it. He's the one who saved everyone.
Abe Simpson out there. I'm just going to turn around.
You see Rin, the bard that you spoke to on the first night, as she is up on stage with her lute pointing out to you as she starts singing away about the one who saved them all. And as you head in, people start grabbing drinks for you and sliding them over. They're really welcoming to you and really lovely, although everybody's still a bit unsure on what's actually happened. What would you like to do?
Ugh, I don't like it. I don't like all the attention. I'm going to... I'm entirely sure what I'm going to do, actually. I'm going to ask Lenara, because she wanted to come down here. Lenara, what information do you think we need to get?
Right, well, what I'm thinking... I know this isn't your sort of scene, and I know you don't like the spotlight being on you, but...
Not these days.
It's a good thing, though, Rex. They're going to tell you things. I think we ask them what they remember. Someone has to remember Arloe when he first came here, what he did. All the people that are missing. And we need to know how they all went missing as well. Maybe there's a certain pattern or trend there. I think we ask around, but maybe give people a chance to feel a little bit of joy.
Yeah, they're not going to have that much information for us, are they?
Not really. I mean, Norwin himself remembered Arloe, remembered him coming. and then nothing. But I feel that Arloe would have targeted them first, gotten the headquarters under control first, giving him free rein to control everyone else.
I guess. Well, I guess we could just ask the innkeep.
Of course. You can sort of, as you go through and there's lots of people around and everything, you can head up to the main part of the bar, and the innkeep will turn around, and you are met with, there's a couple of people behind the bar, but you are met with a woman with long dark hair, a human woman, wearing a long blue dress and an apron over it as she faces you. Oh, well, you must be the hero that we're all been hearing so much about.
No hero.
Well, I
just killed
understand.
some plants, that was it.
You killing those plants gave us our free will back. And our free will is certainly something worth celebrating. Here, what would you like to drink?
Whiskey.
Of course. And she goes and she gets a bottle. She pours you out a glass. Hands it over to you. Well, are you going to be staying here for a time?
No, not too long. Probably just maybe tonight, and then need to be elsewhere.
Of course. Well, there's a room if you need it, both of you. She sort of looks you a bit. What sort of body language you kind of giving off at this point?
But I don't like I'm not into all the attention and all that, so I'm very I'm not entirely sure why I'm here, and especially if it's noisy and things like that. I'm not entirely sure what information I need to get, so I'm kind of a bit cagey, to be honest.
Of course. Stay there a second. Rin. And Rin comes up to her, and you see them having a little quiet word, and Rin sort of nods and comes up to the pair of you. Would you both come with me? There's a quieter bit around the back. It's out of use at the minute, and why don't we go have a chat? There's a couple of things I'd like to share with both of you, and...
Yeah, I'd like that.
Yes, come on. And she kind of introduces herself to Lenara and takes the both of you round the back. You head through a little quiet corridor, and you are met with a small room with a couple of tables and chairs in it. It's more like a little private function room, and it's completely cut off from the rest, as you're able to head in and sit down, and you're there with Rin and Lenara. I have to apologise. Rex, I wasn't completely honest with you when I first met you.
No, what a surprise.
The stories that I told, the monster stories, they were all real. All completely real, in fact. But I've been to a lot of villages recently. A lot of fishing towns. A lot of them are... well, they were quite like it was at Riverfrost when I first came in. I am a bard and I'm here to travel and tell tales, but I'm actually here because I'm looking for someone. She pulls out a ruffled up missing poster from her pocket and she spreads it onto the table. This is my dad. He's a fisherman. Just a town over from here. Went missing a month or so back. Him along with many others. I've been trying to gather information. I think all these people are alive somewhere. I don't know where. But I have calculated that there's over 100 missing people. If they were dead, surely by now at least one body would have appeared. She looks at you sort of like wide-eyed and anticipating.
You think this has something to do with Arloe?
I'm certain of it. I've traced that the...
Let me get my massive notebook out.
I've traced that the people that have gone missing so far, they're from Fanfloss, Mirstone, and now Riverfrost. I think he's taking people from these areas. I don't know what he's doing with them. But you know that beast I told you about, the shark? Well, when I was out on my travels, I was able to find where these beasts were stationed. They're out near here, an island near here. I think the people are there as well. I think they're getting kept.
Well, it's maybe worth checking out. Me and... Well, hang on. Lenara's not with me, is she?
No, she's with you, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well,
yes, I'm still here.
Yeah, me and Lenara are going off to see the merfolk, so maybe we should drop by this island and check
Oh, yes, that's a great idea. I haven't seen the merfolk in a while, but if there's something going on, they're going to know what's happening. I have good friends there. They'll definitely help. I know I don't know you, either of you, but if you need an extra hand, I'd love to come with you. I can sail, I can work a boat.
Yeah, we're probably going to need more ship hands because there's only two of us and I don't know anything about sailing. So.
Exactly. And I've been piecing this together for a while.
You probably know more than I do.
Well, I did, and then I let those stupid plants take control, and I knew what they were. Again, sorry for not telling you what they were.
Yeah, that would have been really useful
yeah,
information,
probably.
Actually. Yeah.
I mean, people just think it's ridiculous when I go into towns and I'm like, watch out for the plant, it's controlling your mind, and then they think I'm a neurotic bard. But I'm here to help you as well, both of you. Although, heading to the merfolk, they are lovely, and I should be honest with you, they've been a little bit different recently, and they're already very dangerous. You're going to really need to keep your wits about you if you're going near them.
They're probably under some sort of control as well.
Yes. The thing is, the merfolk, I don't know how much you know about them, but their song, you need to find a way to make sure you can block out their song before we leave.
And how do you suggest we do that?
Well, there's a good magic shop in the area. Perhaps they'll have something that can help. We block out the song, and then that actually gives you a fair chance of getting through. And then we can go and hopefully find out what's happened and find these missing people. And I could write an amazing song about it.
Yeah, that would be great.
In the meantime, I know you don't seem to like the hustle and bustle out there. Why don't we all stay here? We can have a drink and we can maybe have a chat and loosen up a little bit.
Sure.
Would you like some music played?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
What do you like?
Yeah, something slow.
I have just the thing for you. And she goes and she sits down and she takes out her lute and she really gently and lightly plays this calming music, the slow calming music, allowing you to be with your thoughts and decide on what you're going to do next. Whether it's to the merfolk, to the island which may have these people, or to go and speak to a dragon. And that's what we'll pick up next time.
Hey, well done, Robin. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We'll be back next week to carry on the story of Beneath the Sea at the same time, Saturday, 3 p.m. GMT. Tomorrow we are going to be guesting on Roll the Damn Dice over on their Twitch channel, so we're going to be players in a festive theme game.
And it's in person. We're actually playing in person around a table. It's new.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be fun. Make sure you go check out all our socials. Come join us in the Discord. All the information is in the About section on our Twitch page. Right, should we give someone a little raid?
We could do a little raid. I think the only ones we've got on are the wolves. Are we missing anyone?
I have a few different people.
Yeah, go for it then. What do you have?
Let's see, we have Singet, which I can't seem to see what they're playing. Looks like they're playing some racing game. Who else do I have? I have Greasy Amygdala. And they are playing some Callisto Protocol.
Oh, that was quite cool.
Yeah,
let's give them a raid.
Let's give Greasy a raid. So go give them some 2 Having to Roll love, and we will see you. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Yeah.
Right. Bye, everyone.
Bye.